Friday night, y'all. Friday night. We got the big cat back. Professor back in the building.
Daddy's home.
Daddy's back.
Daddy's home, comrades.
And we got a big ass story to tell you guys. This guy stayed in the Crest.
Wildwood Crest.
Wildwood. I said, Tim, I said to the man, we're just speaking off air. And I say to the man, I say, Tim, did you have any drinks on vacation? Tell me something nice, because you go on vacation, people have stories. Well, I had a couple margaritas. I had a couple this, a couple that. And I asked the man,
just these fucking things.
I said, do you have anything to drink? He said, no, sir, because you were in Wildwood Crest.
Not a drop. Anybody who follows me on Instagram saw my stories, so they got the gist. But
they knew you weren't pleased.
It's not that I wasn't pleased. It's just that it's just too good to not document. Like I kept saying to Britt, because Brittany loves it in Wildwood. It's like a family tradition. So like we talked about this before. Even though Bushkill Park objectively is not good, I loved it and still will, because it was when I went to a kid. Same thing with Wildwood. But if you go to any beach after Labor Day, everything's closed. Everything is closed. So not only is everything closed, but it's also coronavirus year. So half the shit was closed anyway. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that because the birds attacked. Let's get that on your departure. If anybody has Instagram and doesn't follow me yet, at Professor Fry, I think a couple of the stories didn't expire yet. But I was stalked by a fleet of birds of different species and type and size.
Almost, and you know what? As somebody that was originally on the fence with this whole conspiracy, the story on Instagram that you posted,
the bird storm,
it swayed me.
You saw the bird storm.
It was a literal storm. Category 5 bird storm.
Very upsetting. You know, I wonder if I can just airdrop it to myself and show it on here, because
careful now.
Careful
now. Don't start a fight. You can't listen.
Well, that's the thing. That's where the birds.
Don't start no bit. Won't be no bit. That includes the birds, pal.
Well, look what happened. It's the first time we go anywhere. I don't have my comrades with me. I got a pregnant lady and a baby.
Birdnado.
It was brewing a birdnado. I got a pregnant lady. I got a baby. And 100,000 birds assemble because this is their time to take a peck.
I believe they sought you out. They had you pegged. You were targeted.
Didn't get me this time.
Not now, but guess what? They got you on the run, son.
Oh yeah, you can't listen. Any 1,000 birds or lower, I'm in. I'm going in.
All right,
This was a fleet. This was a full fleet.
Let me cycle back to a question we've asked previously. Might have even been on the prior administration in that run we had. Tim, are you going to fight one big ass bird or 100 smaller birds?
I think you got to go 100 small in this case. Actually, in almost all cases. I think I said that about the horses as well. But hey, John Wayne. I was on John Wayne and Paul's show from the bunker of my Wildwood Hotel of the Armada by the sea where we stayed.
The New Jersey Al-Qaeda headquarters, as John so eloquently puts it.
I keep looking down as I'm trying to airdrop this to myself, but I can't see through these fucking sunglasses.
Question from the nation, Anna Marie Hamilton. Were they seagulls?
Anna, wave 1 was seagulls. Wave 1.
So these are the front line. These are the front linemen.
These are the scavengers, the front line, because they can mingle among the people on the boardwalk, because people on the boardwalk throw in French fries and stuff, so they don't look out of place there. But these I'm telling you, I wish I had it on camera. I wish there was some way to prove this, but Brittany had gone to one of the few stores that was open on the boardwalk, and myself and my daughter were sitting in one of these just like little sitting areas off the boardwalk, like looking at the water. And Brittany came out of whatever store she was in just to hear me screaming obscenities, screaming the F word and the word bird. And she came running over, and a seagull had landed on the arm of my chair and started pecking at me.
No.
And I took a swing at it, gone in a fraction of a second. It was like I was moving in slow motion. This bastard was so fit.
Touch skin? Did beak touch skin?
No, but it went wha-bam like that. Missed by a millimeter.
And there wouldn't be another miss, is what you're saying. The next
time they're coming for an eye.
Right.
So anyway, and Brick comes running over. She's like, what happened? I'm like, fucking bird. and then there's people, there's old people like relaxing, and there's just like this big guy with a kid screaming at the birds. And so that was the seagull was day one. The fleet you saw in the story was from today. That was from at like 10:30 this morning. You saw we were the only people. So the beach isn't very busy right now at all, right? So like the benefit is it's way cheaper to get a room anywhere and all that kind of stuff. But there's downside is there's no one there, and we're the only people in the pool. And we're in the shallow end because we're having Emmy swim, and
the shallow end. That's where you go. That's where you go and you say things that aren't very thought provoking, right? When the shallow end of the pool is where you go say things like, man. I'll do it every time. I will do it every time. I will do it every single time.
That was really, I mean, I can't say it was bad, but I was in the shallow end doing some on the surface thinking.
Yeah.
And you saw the bird posse on the beach.
Right.
It followed me from the beach to the pool, circled, and started dive bombing into the pool, which is seen in the video. Hundreds of birds would swoop into the pool, pluck at the water, fly off.
Unprovoked. There's nothing. Unprovoked, you say.
Well, I mean, I guess I was the provocation, but there was no there's nothing in the water for these things to eat.
Do you think your general presence was provoking them?
I think there was
because you fed them. You did feed the birds.
There were two obvious turncoat birds the day before, and the seagulls. So there were two seagulls that were sort of strutting around, hanging with me, not in a threatening way. They were just checking out the scene. I said, bird, yeah. comrades, come here, checking them out. They come over and say, what's up? and I could see it. I could see it in their beak language.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the hard thing about birds. It's hard to read. Beak. It's hard to read their lips. You can't. It's
hard to read beak.
You can't.
It's hard to read beak. You can't read beak. Make a banner. You can't read beak. You can feel beak, but you can't read it. And I had a sense about this thing, and I said, Lemon, I'm going to offer you this food if you are actually on the side of the humans. Take the bait. Take the food. That's not bait. They took the food. We rejoiced. The comrades rejoiced.
Here's the thing.
But there's only two of them, mind you.
As a bird, is there a better existence than a boardwalk bird? Because you get the cuisine of people.
You get whatever you want.
Like if
I think it's way better than like a New York pigeon for sure.
Right? Because you never know.
Really want to feed the pigeons in New York, right? Like some of the old people do, but mostly they're just getting scraps. Boardwalk people there was a guy just throwing he bought French fries to give the birds.
Right. Can you imagine tasting a French fry as a bird? Having that, like you just ate a worm, and now you're eating a French fry.
Careful when you're messing with big beak.
We've created a monster with him, man.
You can't read him.
You can't read beak.
You can't read beak, son. But listen, it could be that they were
trying to play poker with a bird.
So they wear their little bird glasses. You can't read beak.
You can't read it.
But what if it's also a possibility that has occurred to me that the birds would that be a triple agent then? They're an agent for the birds. They were a double agent to me. They're a triple agent. They go back to the birds with my location. You know, maybe they planted a little bird seed in the tread of my shoe.
So
get the scent. Now, right? Because today, yeah. I wish I could do this effing.
Brandon Petruska says you were on Big Beak's turf. It was a territorial dispute, maybe, and I can't disagree. All right, we have our esteemed colleague in the building. We're gonna bring her in.
Bring her in,
ladies and gentlemen. You love her, you hate her. It's our esteemed colleague. It's at Kate Hughes.
Kate Hughes.
Or watching.
Much like a bird.
You were making bird motions.
It was. Yeah.
That's a dove motion though. That's more of a peaceful friend of the human kind.
I'm a peaceful friend of humans.
Hey, you remind me of a bird.
How long have you been working with the birds?
Have you been working with the birds?
I was wondering when you were going to figure that out.
You know, I did think it was so strange how when I went to your house, you had 400 pounds of bird seed. And I said like, what's going on with that bird seed? And you said, oh, nothing.
Don't worry about it.
I eat it like popcorn. Yeah,
remember that time that we saw her mom chewing up food and spitting it into Kate's mouth?
Into my mouth.
How strange. How strange. Weird. But everybody lives different lives.
It's a good move. I still do it. Tim, we've missed you.
She's not being a bird.
Missed you, Kate.
She's just into that type of shit.
Missed you guys. How
old are we now? We're a lot older.
You're at least
still 33 here.
Yeah, 40 bird years older.
It's been like 40 bird years.
It's been so many bird years.
Yeah.
Was I very choppy when I tried to come in? Was it
Tim,
shitty?
I've always said the moment I met you, I was like, that's a choppy guy.
He's choppy.
He's got choppy choppiness about him.
Got a chop.
Yeah.
What do you think bird years would be? If you
I don't know.
If you had to calculate it.
And we should. There's no reason.
Are they shorter or longer than dog years?
I feel like they've got to be shorter, right, Tim?
Do they know?
I'm looking up how long is a bird year currently.
Yeah, I feel like, because they're much smaller. So
if you asked a dog how old it was, what would it say? Would it would it say how old it was in dog years or people years?
It would say one of those things, but not both.
These particular species have an average life. So the average life expectancy for a human is 80. So one could say a cockatiel 80? That is, we could make it to 80. A cockatiel that is 10 years old is actually 40 human years old. So therefore,
who makes these rules is what I want to know. Hey, what scientist is like a bird is 40 if it's 10?
Factor of 4. So just so
come on, Tyler.
Yeah.
We all know it. I actually knew the answer, but I wanted to see if you guys could find it.
Yeah, you knew. She's drinking sugar water like a hummingbird.
Mama,
right.
Is that right?
We forgot to ask before. Share the link, folks. Share the link.
Can you share the goddamn link?
I'm asking you. Every time.
I hate to even break the fourth wall on the show and mention how low the views were when Daddy wasn't but God damn it, share the link.
You know what?
We need it.
We realized that nobody shares the link when Daddy's gone.
Yeah, well, Daddy's away. The birds play.
I
hate to keep doing it. I
wish Kate ever used her Instagram because I bet you she didn't see the bird. Did you see the bird video on Instagram?
I gotta get.
You never go on Instagram.
Things, yeah.
No,
Instagram's where it all happens. Facebook is just a shithole other than us. And
she works for the birds, Tim. She doesn't want to see that video.
I know exactly what's going on Instagram. My birds were the first Instagram.
Well, Petruska very quickly messaged me about how they were probably CIA drones. So at least some of the nation is watching.
Yeah.
All right. I got to see it.
Oh, guys, how have you been? I feel like even though I've seen you every day for a few minutes,
it's different.
Perfect attendance.
I know. Way to show off.
How have you been?
Woo.
I'll let Kate start because she's a woman.
Because I have a vagina. I think think I still have one.
It's been a long quarantine.
Prove it.
Get those views up.
Yeah.
I'll do what it takes. I think it's been. I drank a lot last night. I was very thirsty.
We know. Yeah, we were there.
So Annette texted me and she was like, "Hey, Kate, that was a great portrayal of a drinking person. You weren't really drinking, were you?" I was like, "No,
no, it was water."
Kate, why were you drinking so much?
Oh, I was,
Tastes good.
it's delicious, and also that's how I deal with startling information.
Also, keep in mind, Ty, me, you, and Kate, we polished 3 bottles in 25 minutes.
True.
No, but
and Kate finished hers first.
I did, but you drank more than me because you have longer arms. You're able to reach.
You got big
the bottle
wine
faster.
drinking hands. Yeah.
Huge drinking hands.
Yeah,
I have
You have those little talon-like things.
How am I supposed to pick up the glass? Yeah.
Well, Kate, do you want to share what revealing information that you found out that drove you to drink?
There's a couple of things. I am
This week on Big Beak Enthusiast.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if we walked?
Should we start a quarterly magazine called Big Beak Enthusiast?
Yeah, Big Beak.
And it pixelates out the beak so it looks worse than it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. That's
she
really
loves big beaks. It's just a bunch of toucans, but it looks dirty.
Back in the 80s, the beaks had hair.
Ew. Boo.
He's not wrong. Tyler's right about that.
I know.
I found out that someone might like me.
I gotta find the bell. I gotta find the bell.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think it's in my bag.
Like wants to hold my
Hey,
hand.
stop trying to catch up with your family.
It's my brother.
Yeah.
Is it Tim?
Tim, what are you packing for war? What's going on?
Bird war.
Tim's
got a camo
I
backpack.
know. Wait, so pulling everything out.
I think my bell is in here.
This is in context or out of context. This is kind of like interesting.
Angela,
big pecker.
Angela, whoa.
Hey, it's
What kind of show is this? What kind of there's kids watching?
program, Angela?
I think when you make delicious treats like that, you can say whatever you want.
Do you want to talk real quick about Angela's treats? Do we want to? It's Takeout Friday.
We can talk about Angela's treats anytime because they were so good.
So good.
Hey, all right.
Ooh. There it is.
Treats were, and I got to say,
Angela, not only objectively a babe of the nation, an expert baker.
Expert.
What else do you want?
It's like she's showing off, really.
She's probably good at math and some other
Good
shit.
for you,
Who knows?
Angela. You're good in the kitchen. I'm good in other rooms. Mostly like the living room.
Yeah.
Kate's also good in the kitchen.
The seed room.
The dishwasher.
The foyer. It's true.
Before we go any further, I did do Takeout Friday today. I did it. The other fish I think I ate my weight in sushi, by the way.
Good for you. How are you feeling?
I feel good now. Stay tuned.
I will. I
For
always
the vomiting.
Right. But it was very good.
I will admit, right here on the air, drove home from the beach, stopped at Wawa, ate the rest of it when I got home.
Wawa's fine.
That doesn't count as Takeout Friday, though. It's a chain, and but I didn't do it.
What'd you get at Wawa? That's what I call it, Wawa.
Wawa.
That's what I call it.
At Wawa, I got a buff chick quesadilla. And because that wasn't enough, I got a roast beef Club Sammy.
Ooh, double dipping.
Since you like large corporations and supporting things that rape and pillage our society, you may want to know that Taco Bell is canceling their Mexican pizza. Get it while you can.
Why did the Mexican pizza say something racist?
They want it back. The Mexicans want their pizza back. I don't blame them.
This pizza's canceled due to racism.
enough of this pizza. I can't tell
Here's
you.
a question for Kate, not me or Tim.
Did I just freeze?
The real question is, what's the average beak size?
Sorry.
What's considered a large beak to you, Kate?
Oh my god. The size doesn't matter for my beaks.
It's all about how you use it, huh?
It's about the motion in the beak.
Hey guys, just real quick.
Somehow Kate made it weirder.
Yeah. If anybody wants to know, just for your own
motion in the beak.
I get very uncomfortable and my jokes stop driving.
It's about how fast you peck.
It's about how you use that beak when pecking with it. Oh God!
I wish I could theme song both of you. I guess I could, really.
You could.
Pizza in Spanish is pizza. I just looked it up quick in case we wanted to know. Just in case it ever comes up that you're ordering pizza from a Spanish man. The word is pizza.
So you don't have to say, "Hey, can I have a Spanish
pizza?" You just say, "I'll take a
pizza.
Tango pizza."
Pizza.
No, that'd be I have pizza.
Mijo.
Yo, Tango pizza was
pizza.
I have pizza. Which
one beak in the motion is worth two in the ocean.
Kate. Before we you reveal how many
I pulled a Tyler just then where I'm thinking about the joke and thinking about it while other people are talking. Anyway, do you want to hear about my day?
Tim.
Yes, sir.
What do we do with Kate? What do you think we do with her? Do we fire her right now? Is that what we do?
Yo, you're the boss. I can't.
We get rid of her.
I don't want to.
It's now a duo for here on out.
Whoa, sorry.
I don't want to get rid. I don't want to get rode up.
Do you want to ask me about my day?
We need to start injecting her with what's the chill out drug?
Truth serum. Oh,
beak juice.
I want to get inserted with beak juice. That's the problem.
Whoa.
I've been spending too much time with the both of you. You've done this. This is the product of you people.
Oh, you get to spend 5 nights a week, soon to be 3 nights a week, online with 2 medium handsome guys.
2 very average looking men.
Combined weight, 600 pounds.
Yes. I'm a blessed lady.
I'm above the waist. So, most of that weight is up here. It's at our shoulders. And
at one point, I got to see your legs. I didn't think that was ever going to happen. Remember those days?
Yeah.
Those days were deep into the quarantine days.
Over.
Those are different.
Yeah.
All right, what happened to you, Kate?
All right, so do you remember?
You got to see our chicken legs? I did.
See, he did it. He did it.
Okay, what happened? What happened?
So whoa. Do you? He's back. It's the boss. The boss is back.
Oh, come on now, Big Tim.
Oh, good morning.
Come on, Big Tim. Let Daddy drive now. Let Daddy drive. Come on. Get my sides, Big Tim. Get my sides.
Tim, stop interrupting Kate.
Tim, get my sides. Get my sides, Big Tim. Come on.
Tyler's like, let me do this, Tim. Let me do this.
Let Kate talk about her day.
We got sauteed spinach to 24, Big Tim. Come on, get out of the way now.
Growing my nails. That's something.
Kate, tell us about your day.
I'm trying to. Tyler, I see. He's gonna do like the.
He's got his whole right side on it. Yeah.
Look, I'm all the way back here. There's no way I could do it.
I'm just looking around this room
for the first time.
I'm just listening, not watching. All right, Kate, go ahead. Your day.
What's going on with the day?
I text last night and Tyler didn't like it on air.
Well, you yelled at me before the first.
I didn't see that part because I obviously was watching Aquaman on HBO in a hotel. Yeah. No, Kate. Clearly. The neat part about where we stayed was they don't allow alcohol in that section of the town.
It's like Footloose. Yeah.
Except not even Kevin Bacon was there. So it's like Footloose with birds. So you can imagine. Think about that. But I have yelled at Tyler many times for the texting. So
he's doing it right now.
I saw him. I saw what he was doing.
Where's my phone? I have to be with my phone. Where is it? There it is. Did you ever forget it? Like you leave for the day and you forget it?
It feels good sometimes though, after the panic wears off.
Yeah, it does. And you're like, that would actually scare me.
After you're free from the panic.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good. I feel better.
Have you done the old turnaround for it?
Yes.
I'm
not ashamed to admit that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Do you guys want to see how many text messages I have unread on my phone right now?
60
22.
478.
Wait, how do you get to that?
Dyslexic, obviously.
I'll take your 478 and I'll raise it. Hold on. How do I find it?
This is problem number 1.
You win today. Can you see it?
Also,
what are you guys doing with your text messages?
Look at my emails. 65,000 emails.
Oh,
what's wrong with these people?
A bunch of lists, bro. Bunch of lists.
What are you doing? What are either of you doing with your phone?
Me and Kate, neither of us tend to our lives.
You start tending.
I like to get out.
I'm moving. I'm shaking. I'm slippery. Can't get a hold of me.
Jesus Christ.
So, okay, a couple things happened. I did that Instacart thing, not the Instagram, the Instacart.
Like a queen does.
Yes. I was like, bring me my groceries. So I wanted paper towels. And sometimes they're like, oh, listen, sometimes you get a person that's lazy or doesn't care. Can he or she replace your items if they feel like they need to be extra lazy?
Yep.
I was like, that's a lot to text, but fine. So I asked for paper towels because I need them. And they substitute it. They're like, I like to get, the kind that like good old tree hugging kind.
Oh, yeah.
I love the plan and I'd like to stay. Well, I am going to stay here until they kick me out. And I like Tyler, don't fall asleep. I'll send them for you.
You said this story yesterday.
I did?
Yes.
Oh.
I wasn't here, so it's new to me. But
I'm very upset about it. It was yesterday, but did I tell you that they sent me toilet paper? And then
you said, and you're upset that it was toilet paper, and you said, "Am I going to use it?" Yes. That's exactly what you said.
Did I tell you yesterday what happened with the guy who came? He couldn't find my house.
He couldn't find your house, and you were on the phone with him. How much did you drink, by the way?
A lot. I drank a lot.
I came in at like 42 minutes, and I got to tell you,
woo,
look a little red in the cheeks.
Yeah. Anyway, so what really happened to me today was, remember how my car has been smelling like gas, like someone's trying to kill me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone's trying to kill me.
Yeah, I don't know who that could be, Tim. Do you have any guesses?
Is it you guys?
Tyler doesn't have the mechanical know-how to kill someone via gas line.
Yeah, I don't have the.
And my murdering days are over unless Anna needs something.
I don't have the wherewithal to kill you. I do have the desire, but not the know-how.
What?
Okay. So
other than that, you think it's somebody killing you? Is there any progress with this? Did you take it to get looked at, and you said there's gas leaking out of the car?
Today was overwhelming. I actually sat in the car and I thought, before I turned it on, I'm like, this might be it. I did. I had that fear. I'm sure you've never experienced this to date.
Nope, just Kate and the mafia has that fear. And
Oh, Tyler, you can't tell me if this wasn't your car and you smelled this. You'd be driving yourself to get an MRI. I know what you'd be doing.
You'd be at the Mayo Clinic for a year.
It's like, there's something wrong with my sniffer. It was overpowering. And I got in the car and I thought, my apartment's clean. I've lived a good life. And I thought I was going to die.
Yeah. And much to your
surprise,
happiness,
disappointment.
Disappointment.
Then it would be a duo. But so I took it in and he's like, a gas smell, because they had a recall. They're like, oh, the fuel line causes your car to blow up sometimes.
Oh, shit. We didn't tell you?
You might want to bring it back in.
We were going to call you. You're good, right? You didn't blow up yet? Good. Okay, thank God. We were. Woo. Sorry,
no, but I
call you.
I took it back for that. And then that's when I started smelling the gas.
Well, maybe you should take it back again instead of turning on your car with fear every day.
Well, that's what happened today. I was like,
take it. Maybe take it back.
Yeah.
So I did. I took it back today, and they're like, well, there is supposed to be a smell of gas. I was like, you should have mentioned this. And they're like,
that's not. But let's just start off with that not being true.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
There are 0 cars where you're expected to smell the gas.
Oh, it's overpowering.
Yeah, that's like
my gas in my car.
Especially since you have like a nice car. Like,
it's so fancy.
Hey, we all know how Subaru people act.
Magic windows.
I love
vaginas.
I love how the mechanic was like, okay, it smells like gas in your car. Have you put the gas in the tank, or do you spray it around the insides like a lunatic?
Is this how you wash a car, with gas?
Yeah, like in Zoolander, smoking cigarettes.
But my neighbor actually texted me, and she's like, there is a terrible gas odor coming from your car. I smell it every time I walk past it.
Yeah. Well, the best way to figure it out is listen, this is the way you can solve so many problems.
Throw a match. I don't think
that's part B. Yes. So you find a homeless guy, okay, down on his luck. Say, listen, I'll give you $50 if you just take this lighter, light it, and walk past that car. Yeah. And look, it's worth $50 for the test. If it blows up, you keep the cash. If it's something else, either just run off and call the cops, and they'll probably take him to jail for being poor, or you give him $50. Win-win.
Or it does light.
If you think there's a bear in your yard, hey buddy, $50. Take this hot dog, walk my backyard. It works every time.
Here's a sparkler. Go across the street, sir. I'm gonna record it.
Right. It works every time. Homeless person, $50, or do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's true. So true. But I took
seriously, anything you want.
But Kate,
anything.
I'm talking about whatever you want.
Yeah, literally, Kate. Anything you want.
Kate still doesn't get it. He's like fixing her toaster.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah. I'd do anything you want for $50.
Next thing you know, he's living there.
Yeah. Seriously,
I'm like, look, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Katie, how much is in the 401k?
Nothing.
Yeah, 0.
Hey, homeless Mike, how much? $50. It's 50 for anything. I've said this many times.
I have a boyfriend now. How much does that cost? $50.
You wake him up, and he wakes up, and he's got a knife. Don't touch my stuff! Don't touch my stuff! Mike, you live here now. You
have a home now, Mike.
Relax, homeless Mike.
And us together, I think it's a bad idea if you sleep with knives, just based on my history and your history.
Right.
Maybe the weapons at nighttime isn't a good combo.
Bad idea. But when I took it in, the guy was like, well, it smells like gas.
Yeah, smells like, this is gas. I know gas when I smell it. I've been a mechanic for
Professor Gas. And he was like, it's for like a week you smell it. And I'm like, it's been like 6 weeks. Like,
and the neighbors smell it.
The neighbors have said, sorry, sir, the neighbors have approached me and said it.
I've been approached by the neighbors and the homeless Mike.
Are you doing Trump voice for the mechanic?
No.
Oh, okay. It sounded a little
I said
Trump voice to me.
I could do Trump voice.
Little Trump talk.
Listen,
on a Friday night.
My Mazda smells like gasoline.
That's pretty good.
Big gas coming from my Mazda.
I like that.
He does a surprisingly good one. He does a good Trump and a good Jersey sub shop guy.
Aren't they the same?
He says Philadelphia. He said, yeah, it's the same guy.
Well, Tyler, all of your impressions are the same.
Even at Tyler's show, Tyler's going, hey, that Pally boy. And me and Kate are laughing.
What if I combine it?
Kate's doing her fucking Hulk smash clap.
I love cigarettes.
Kids, there's kids. There's a daycare and kids' eyes are bleeding because Kate claps so loud.
It's called the clap.
Yeah,
I have it.
Yeah.
How many of you kids like my cigarettes? I'm Trump and I smoke cigarettes now.
I support this message. Man, and now I'm worried that they tried to kill me, the Subaru people, and it didn't work. And now I've taken, like an idiot, I've taken it back to the original gangsters, and they're going to be like, we have to have it work this time. We got to get her.
You think so? You think the dealership is trying to kill you?
I don't know who, but I think they're working with the dealership. Of course they think.
Yes, that seems very likely.
Yeah.
The dealership that already has Kate's money is like, we need to get rid of her.
See? Now
they know there's trouble on the horizon.
And I think they're probably the people that broke into my house and threw away that candy wrapper.
Yeah, I also think
I can see that.
You know what, Kate? I agree with you. I think the same person that did the wrapper is also the person responsible for the gasoline smell.
And do you think if I go there and it's an actual wrapper?
And I think it's you. I think it's you for all of it. You're like Fight Club.
Yeah, what's that movie? It's like a 20-year-old movie. John Wayne will probably know. I think it has.
Is it Sleeping with the Enemy when she opens a thing and everything's lined up in the cabinet?
Absolutely not.
Because I thought about that.
100% not that. It is Owen Wilson's. Luke Wilson is in it, and there's somebody killing. There's on a killing spree, and it turns out it's like one person with 20 personalities, and they're all murderers except for one. And we're on the show with the one that's not a murderer.
Right.
But off camera, we don't know what she does.
You don't know what I do.
We have no idea what she's up to during the day. She could be killing all the time.
Yeah. You know what I did? Just to send them my own message. I'm like, fine, Subaru, you can break into my house and throw away candy wrappers. That's okay. You're going to slowly think you're going to drive me crazy. Mm-hmm. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my gassy, smelly car and I'm going to take it to the dealership and I'm going to leave my karma axe on the passenger seat, which is exactly what I did. So then when the guy went in to take my car, he said, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you need your axe?" I said, "No, that's for you."
Yes.
That'll probably teach him a lesson.
Keep the weapon.
Keep the weapon for you.
Yeah.
And I'll will you to fall onto it.
Yes.
Send also, it a real
it's Axe body spray.
If anything, Subaru
couldn't be less.
Subaru's trying to kill Kate because she uses gasoline. They're like, why can't she use electric like the rest of us?
Oh, is that why? And I think they took my oil because my oil light came on today.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's suspicious. I think it might be. I think I know who the culprit is here.
Yeah, I think it's Subaru also.
No, yeah.
DMC's after me, as you know, Kate. Since I spilled my drink in the console, nothing works right.
I know.
It says my. I've never heard of this. Maybe you
big car.
You have a newer car.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to put like a little, like the SD card that goes in a camera? Do you have to put one of those into your car consoles to make your car work? Because mine, you do. Yeah, you have to put. It's like it looks just like the thing that would be in a digital camera, but you have to put it.
Tim, they're recording all of your movements. That's what's going on.
Don't think I don't know it. And now I spilled shit all over it. And every couple of seconds, listen, I have my phone in the car. I'm listening. This is what I do when I'm not with you guys. I drive around town in a loop and I listen to George Orwell books.
Do it, so I know that you're doing.
Yeah. So I'm listening to 1984. I'm getting paranoid. Yeah. I'm thinking people are watching me. I look over. My car says the SD card's out when it's actually in. I look up. I realize I'm not subscribed to OnStar, but the microphones are still installed. The microphones are still there. It's still available for emergencies. I don't know why I did Trump voice a little bit.
They've been listening the whole time.
So what's one to do?
Wow.
What am I gonna do? Get a horse?
Yes. And
horse?
Then
that'd be fun if we all
show that clam.
Just all on horseback. We go everywhere.
Either you guys.
I have a pony.
I can guess that Kate already read it, but
either you
guys read 1984.
Hey, good.
Kate, have you read 1984?
It's on my list. I haven't read it yet. It is on my list. Scare me to death.
It will make you so paranoid. He wrote it in like the 50s, maybe, and it's just true now. Everything he said that's happening is true. He just explains Alexa and the like the thing in your house that listens to you, the government. It's the absolute worst thing to do. Tyler, I don't know if you should or should not listen to it.
Probably not.
Wait, Tim, how is this? Is it on record? Drop the needle and listen to it in your car. Is it on CD?
Yeah, it's on a phonograph machine that I crank up in the passenger seat.
As you're driving. It's very difficult to do, but it's worth it.
It takes a lot of dexterity, yeah.
Hey, would you go unicycle, do you think, if it came down to it, to avoid all this?
Here's a little factoid for you guys. It was banned in Cuba where we had it, and I read it.
Every couple of days she says something that increases her mystique.
I know. I love this woman.
It was, and that's actually, I did know that it was banned in, I think, a lot of places. I think it was very, at the time, it was kind of anti-communist. But what happened is all the governments in the world ended up being kind of like a shitty mix of democracy and communism anyway. Even though people think they're free, they're kind of not.
Except for Russia, they were basically just the one.
You know what's weird about Russia though is they're more free than like a lot of the Asian countries. So it sucks all around. But the basis of the book, so he wrote Animal Farm. He did not write Animal House.
Similar.
Yeah, very close similar in nature.
Somehow wrote the screenplay to Animal House.
Yeah. He was alive when it came out, so he could have been.
You might recognize him as a credited writer on The Big Bang Theory.
He's a good man.
He's a good writer, Ty. He's a good writer. He wouldn't have been on that show.
Oh, also
Animal Farm. There you go. So Animal Farm. I read Animal Farm last week, and now I'm doing 1984 this week, which is like the worst two books to read one after another.
Oh God.
And anyway, they were banned like everywhere because it made people like aware of how they're just being mistreated.
And we've also talked about War of the Worlds.
Oh, yeah.
I've actually never read War of the Worlds.
Well, which
is probably his most famous one, but I've never read it.
Isn't it just an audio? Isn't it just an audio play?
I think it's a written book also, but I could be wrong.
I'm right now. I'm in the I hate men phase of my life.
We know. We heard about it.
We've heard you for 200 straight episodes,
and especially for a young woman who believes in like manifesting her own destiny. I'm sure more negative men. I'm sure. I did. Even the men even got to the word system.
Yeah. Sorry, I only woman fest.
Yeah,
over here.
yeah. You can femifest whatever you want.
I will femifest. Don't tell me what to do.
You keep throwing out that negative eng. The negative boys are going to come back.
Oh,
the negative boys are going to come.
Oh, I don't look
flocking in.
Okay, why do you hate men?
Not us.
Okay, why do you hate men?
Have them at your windowsills.
Do you think that
they're going to sense the negative energy and they're going to come scratching?
And they'll be like, I like that about her. Do you think it's the penis people are hurting ruining my car?
Yeah.
Gas everywhere. Well,
maybe you've wronged one.
Oh, I have. You wronged him.
Well, we've talked about it. I leave. I'm the leaver. I leave. It takes me 10 years, but I eventually get the hint and I go.
Right.
That'll do it.
They're all after me.
It explains why you eat dinner on the floor now. So,
with your
cross-legged like a vagabond. Yeah.
Just pecking at little crackers on her floor.
That's so stupid. I think
so funny. No, fuck. We forgot.
What?
We have a food race today.
What are you talking about? A food race?
Yeah, we were just.
A food race. We didn't even. Guys, do we all have a banana in the house?
We're sorry, nation. That was our moment of silence to you.
Yeah.
It was a moment of confusion also. Okay, so no, I don't mind this. We've been in this arrangement, I think, before.
I don't mind it. Yeah. I
don't do we all have an identical fruit in the house?
Right, I like this one.
Do we have the answer my fucking question?
The boss.
You have a banana in the house, boss. Do you have one or not?
He has one.
He 100% has
a banana.
He probably has a freezer chest full of chocolate-covered bananas.
You know him.
By his knees.
His cats live inside the palace with him.
Anyway, folks.
It's the softest fruit, people. He can gum it up.
Yeah. You know, he's...
The conspiracy is that I have soft teeth. I do not. I want to go on the record and saying I don't have soft teeth. I was born with very strong teeth, and
as a boy, he was voted boy most likely to have his teeth fall out while eating solid fruits.
His senior superlative was teeth least likely to succeed.
Do you have that dream where they're like, pew?
I've had teeth fall out my dream. Yeah.
Do they shoot? Mine shoot across the room in my dream.
A lot.
They crack a lot.
Yeah.
Do you guys grind? Do either of you grind your teeth in your sleep?
We're adults. That's what we do.
Yeah, but do you do it bad though? Like do you sometimes wake up and your jaw is like stuck because you grind?
Yeah.
I do that semi often.
I got a TMJ situation.
The doctor told me, he said, you got to get a mouthpiece. And I said, get bent.
Yeah.
I'm not a nerd.
Yeah. What are you trying to say, mouthpiece? What are you trying to say, Doc?
I said I lift weights, Doc.
Yeah, look at
I'm a man. I don't need my teeth.
If I get a mouthpiece, you better swing on me and you better hit. You better not miss.
Tim, I had same problem. I went in and they're like, you're going to have nubs. You have nubs for teeth.
Exactly.
They're like, you need a mouthpiece. And I was like, I already sleep in a onesie with my teddy bear and like potato chips everywhere.
And it's so gross. I'll admit, I tried one.
I tried for the rest of my life.
Well, number one, yeah, no beak action if you got a mouthpiece in.
No.
And number two, all the spit pools up in your mouth because you have this thing. It's the worst. It's the worst. I'd rather have no teeth.
I went.
Or robot teeth. I'll take
bird
I'll
teeth.
take a mouthful of robot teeth like Richard Kyle in The Spy Who Loved Me.
Would you get all right?
Maybe one of the fans will get that reference since I know you heat it.
If you could get robot teeth, Tim, Kate, would you get sharp teeth or would you keep it the same?
Interlocking sharp.
Interlocking sharp.
No question about it.
Clamp. Clamp.
Yeah. And I would bite everyone that's wronged me. And then they'd have the big scar.
Also,
you get the extra thick crackers to peck at.
Yeah. So what happened was I went to the dentist and Tim, did you get measured for it?
Sorry. No, he said to I didn't get like an official one. He said just go to Wegmans and get one of like the ones that you heat up and then you bite into it when they're hot.
No. My dentist was like,
man.
They were like, give us $500. Tyler's probably texting my dentist right now. I said, give us $500. We're gonna squirt this stuff in your mouth and have you clamp down on it.
Yeah, Kate, you were in the basement of the YMCA. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, hey, come
over
here to this dark room and we're gonna squirt something in your mouth and you swallow.
You pay us. You pay us.
Yeah, you pay us. Yeah. So I did, right? And
I'm like, how much? And they're like 500. And then she hands them the money and they're like,
do you want my car?
Oh, you're giving it to us. Okay, yeah. We were charging you this whole time. We weren't about to give you 500 to squirt that in your mouth.
John Haas gets the Richard Kyle reference. Just wanted to thank you. So, okay, so you got the real thing.
So I go and they like, it's horrible, right? And they're like, bite down as hard as you can, as hard as you can. And I'm like, okay. And then it like,
he's like, ah!
He jumped. He jumped.
I just got what you're saying. So and then you open it. Remember sugar daddies? I feel like we've had this conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like your teeth are ripping out.
Yes.
So then they pull it's blue and they put it down and they leave the room. So it's two pieces.
They lay it on the desk like, huh?
You can make some money with these.
It's up to you. What do you want to do about this?
Yeah. So I said, hey, what is this night guard going to be made out of? This thing I'm going to be inserting into my mouth and just sucking on all night.
He's like,
he's like, I gotta go for a minute.
Rubber?
Yeah.
Whatever you want it to be made out of, Kate.
That's exactly what they did. They're like, I don't know, like some kind of PVC. I said, well, is there anything like natural, since I'll be like essentially eating it,
forever.
Like, chemicals like going into my body. And they're like, so every person that worked in the dentist's office came in and they're like, oh, you go there too? So every single person was like, I use my night guard every night. I've had no problems. Like they're all popping their head. And my night guard's good. Like I've never had a problem with my night guard. And I was like, why are we all grinding our teeth? How about that's the problem? Let's look into that. Yeah,
it's some deep-seated stress shit, I think. But I also did it when I was a little kid. Like you probably did too. No?
Didn't. No.
Oh, okay. I did when I was a kid. Like, my parents would wake up because they could hear my teeth grinding in the other room.
You're good.
And you know what they said though? The doctor said
he's got a wheel. He's got like an apron on, just grinding his teeth.
The doctor said his teeth are so strong. There's nothing. We had a boy in here last week. His teeth were like marshmallows. He's a boy from Nazareth.
You guys are opposites.
You, my boy, we gotta donate some of your teeth to the weak teeth boy.
I will bite a goddamn hole through this.
Yeah, right.
That's a prop bottle.
That's a soft tooth person.
That's sugar glass. That's sugar glass.
Plenty more where that came from. I got.
This would be a great We really need to coordinate more. If he had like a blood capsule and he took a bite of fake glass and started exploding it.
Let's work on that, guys.
One of my friends. That's actually not a good story for a podcast.
I like how you censor yourself. I never do. I'm like,
no,
try it.
We've come to realize.
I'm not gonna. I normally wouldn't have shared this one, but there's a specific part of 1984, an extra bleak part where the guy goes into prostitute town and hooks up with a prostitute who's sold that she has to take her teeth out. So thank you, Joe, for reminding me of that scene that I had erased earlier from my mind.
Yes, our vacations there in prostitute town.
Well, Ty, maybe if you read a little more, well, we could have this conversation.
Could his teeth get through the blood caps?
Wait, someone say that?
Plenty more.
He's got chunks of teeth in the back of his mouth.
My teeth are broken right now. He's like, I got to go to the dentist.
I'm like, you guys want to finish the show? Or?
Yeah. And the irony is that I've never seen Ty in tooth pain, and Ty's seen me physically cry from tooth pain.
Oh, really?
In front of other adults. It hurt that bad.
Well, I can tell you something that really, I've never experienced it before. Tim, I feel like maybe you have, because I feel as though your body is so big.
Yeah, thank you, I guess.
To it. Yeah, because you had back problems.
Yeah, a lot of lats, big lats.
Yeah, the feet.
Huge lats.
And I'm just,
biggest
I'm just going along.
I've got the biggest lads.
Charlie horse.
A real Charlie horse or a foot Charlie horse? I get both.
It's this one here.
Whoa,
that's the worst one.
Jesus.
Showing a bit of ankle.
Huh? Want to see my leg behind my head?
Can I tell you the mindset I'm in right now? I swear, I don't know if you saw me do it. I have the window open because it's kind of hot in here, and a gust of wind came in, and for a split second, I swear to God, I thought a bird had flown.
Whoa, they're in your head now.
Yeah, they got to me. Yes, Kate, that's one of the most.
There's a bird in my car. I'm gonna freak out.
It was just a dead bird in your car as like a, because we don't want to bring the apes into this tonight, but there's a lot of connections.
Yeah.
Anyway, to your Charlie horse, I don't often get the leg ones, but it's like searing pain. But I get the ones on your foot where like your foot starts to do this, and you have to like pull it back out.
Yeah.
Well, this one was in the middle of the night, and I felt like it was a feeling like I had to like stretch the toes. Big mistake. I did it, and it activated that sensor in there.
No!
And it was like, and I almost screamed, but I was like, I scream so often. I'm gonna save this one. Inside scream.
It is horrible. Like it's horrible pain.
Oh, like, why is it Charlie horse? Was that the first person it ever happened to? Did it happen to a guy named Charlie on a horse? Why is it a Charlie horse?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
Because that sounds like a fun ride.
I mean, we have 6 minutes. I'll just find out quick.
I get them regularly. You get them in the back of your hammy. It'll wake you up in the middle of it.
That's the top leg.
Show it again. Throw it up. Throw the leg up. Show the people.
That's where mine was. That's not a hammy.
That's a cat. But I mean, the hammy connects.
Calf. The hammy is above that. Like this part.
Yep. Where you're pointing, I hope, is
this sounds like it's not true, but this is what Google says. Back in the old days, baseball players called various muscle injuries, including cramps, bruising, and other pains and sores, Charlie horses. One story says the term comes from a lame horse named Charlie. I can't speak. Charlie.
Look at that idiot horse.
That pulled equipment at the Chicago White Sox in the late 19th century. So there was an old. It's a pretty shitty explanation. There was just a horse named Charlie.
Some drunk guy was like, "I'll name it because I have a
my leg hurts."
I name things.
Is it Charlie? I love how drunk they had to be to specify.
Where is Truck?
It's the horse. No, not human Charlie. Charlie horse.
He does Truck.
They're all just blowing through cocaine because they used to be prescribed for headaches. No, the horse. I said the horse.
I have a cramp in my brain right now.
Hey, I don't know if we know who Jennifer Gold is. I think she came from Honest Travs. Thanks for stopping by, Jennifer.
Weirdos.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
That's right.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Jennifer, 8 p.m. Like and follow the page, Jennifer, please.
Wait, Tim, did you share on Honest Trav tonight?
Yeah, son.
That's what was missing the last couple.
Well, I saw him post this because his group's gotten pretty big so far, and there's a lot of whenever your Facebook following gets like too big, it just like attracts too many assholes. And
we know
he all our cousins are watching now.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Patience.
Yeah,
her friends.
But it brought his group to mind, so I shared it. I always share the show when we're like 10 minutes in though, because otherwise it's just a preview of a show that will be later. So
yeah.
Because I'm here.
I wait till the eye candy
That's right, boy.
gets up in here. She might show a little ank.
Throwing her legs behind her head, like, look at what I can do on the show.
I can do.
I can. Okay, can you do it? Can you put your leg behind your head?
I don't think so.
Okay. I used to be able to.
I've been in a lot of pain lately.
Go for it. Do it.
No, I can't get it.
That was pretty close, though.
No, I can't do it.
I feel tempted to try it, but I also
split
have a lot of
I'll show you how
background.
far I can get. I'll certainly do that.
This will sub for the fruit eating.
I'm doing a split.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, same. Me too.
All right. Let me
really
let's get this boy rocking here.
I feel like it wants to go.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
Yeah.
That's all I got right here.
When I was a kid,
Oh!
Tyler, are you okay?
I just got a Charlie horse.
Good one.
Biggest Charlie horse I've ever gotten. Never been a bigger Charlie horse than the one I've just had.
Oh, that was fun.
when I was a boy, Kate, Weird Al had come out with the song "Like a Surgeon," and the parody of the Madonna song. And in the video, he just put his leg behind, because it's Weird Al, so he does goofy shit. He put his leg behind his head, but I was like, that is gonna be like the kids at school are gonna really like me if I can do this. Mm-hmm. So I practiced and I got it. I put my leg behind at command. Whap!
Really?
If my mom's watching, she kept saying, "Don't do that. You're gonna damage your hips forever, probably." And I would say, like, "Mom,"
don't do that for other reasons other than that.
Yeah, as a parent, she's thinking like she just imagined me as like in Las Vegas, at 45 years old.
Both
track marks all over my arm with one leg over my head.
She was right.
How's Tim, Mary? Fine.
He loves Percocet and putting his leg behind his head. It's not great.
Go hand in hand.
We're very double jointed, our Tim.
Oh,
Brianna. I didn't do that well in wrestling, but thank you. Brianna was a great supporter of mine, even when I would lose. Thank you for coming in.
Wait, was she the lone cheerleader that had to cheer for you? Like,
no, this was a nice thing. The schools made all the cheerleaders cheer for everybody, so they had no choice. Even if you were bad, you played basketball and you didn't really get the primo.
They didn't cheer for the basketball team.
They would go to the basketball games and just smoke cigarettes outside.
Yeah, like, this is stupid.
Because it'd be like Liberty's a rival high school for anybody who doesn't know that. They'd be like, slam dunking, and then it's just like Tyler, like boxing somebody out.
Ah, you're talking about me.
There's boo.
Over me.
Get him off the court.
He sucks.
That's the thing. The one good thing about basketball that sucked in wrestling, and I didn't wrestle, but I always felt I felt bad when you lost in wrestling. Everybody was looking at you, and then everybody knew you lost, but you had to go to the middle, and then the ref would
you'd have to shake the hand of the person who defeated you, and then the ref holds the arm of the person who just beat the shit out of you in front of everybody. Yeah.
Meanwhile, when people already knew you lost, it was already very certain that you lost.
And they're like, if you didn't catch this earlier, this guy.
And the score doesn't reflect. If you can't tell by now, they will come into the middle and we will humiliate the boy.
You know what I always thought was funny too is because it's boys, right? It's just like it's kids, 15, 16, 17 years old. And if you would get hurt, so if you would bleed, if you were bleeding too much, they had to stop it and try to stop the bleeding, or else you couldn't keep wrestling because it's just too much blood. And so now you're 17 and there's blood all over the place, and they would jam. They'd spray cotton with some kind of something that burns really bad, but it cauterizes your nose. They jam it up your nose. And if you're taking too long, if you, the kid who just got his nose broken, is taking too long, the adults in the crowd start booing.
Kill him!
At Phillipsburg High School, they threw trash at us.
When you're bleeding a tampon up your nose?
You're just like, yeah.
Oh, I have done that. The tampon, that actually works. And what's that shit that clears your sinuses? Like saline spray, but it's medicated.
Cocaine.
Afrin. If you put Afrin on a cotton ball, this is a little tip for anybody out there, a little health tip. Afrin on a cotton ball up your nose, it'll seal off your bloody nose right away, and it'll be gone in 10 seconds.
John Haas, before we wrap up, wants to know, can you do a figure 4 leg lock?
John Haas, I've been a Shawn Michaels student since 1993. So, yes, sir, I certainly can.
It's when you lock them up.
Everybody's jumping on the Afrin train.
Haven't.
Guys, we're after time. We're post time.
We did this. So we're gonna make an announcement. We hate to do this to the nation.
Hate to see it.
We're gonna go 3 days a week. Okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Next week, we're gonna see how that works out. Try to keep it fresh.
Share the goddamn link.
Share the links, people.
Find
us on YouTube. Subscribe to the page. Find us where you listen to podcasts. September 25th, stand-up comedy show at Allentown Market Commons. Down below. Yes, thanks. I don't know what else to. Down below, our good friend Kate. It's our friend Kate Hughes. You love her and you hate her. You could find her on Instagram at I Hate Kate. Monday, she'll be doing her radio show from 12 to 3 on WXLV.
On iHeartRadio. I heard it.
Yeah. So if you've heard, if you're one of the folks that think, I haven't heard Kate enough this week, you don't exist, then find her on the radio. Top right. The man with the master plan. Mr. Button-Up, fresh out, Wildwood NJ. You can find him on the gram at Professor Fry. And of course, I'm at Tyler Rothrock. Tim.
Yes, sir.
Before you play us out, remember, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thank you, folks. Another week. We love the nation. Trinity out. Ring that bell. My boy.
Get wild.